No, I don't. Oh, I'm stupid. I don't wanna. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. So stupid. I don't want to put it to sleep mode. And I'm getting dumb. There we go. Bro, I am not prepared for anything today. Holy crap. The only thing I'm prepared. That's very weird. The only thing I'm prepared for is speed PG, and that's it. That's all I got going. Oh. I'm just not feeling it. But I want to stream, you know what I mean? You know when you're like tired, but you're not? Like, that's what this is. It's summer, bro. Come on, Reggie, just shine. But what is going on? I kinda did that. I really hate summer months. That's just mentally draining to me. I don't know how people do it in summer. They got energy to do things, man. 1 second. Oh, X close. I think that's the problem is it wasn't like too much to process. Happening. Oh, I could really just go for a super nap. I'm a lot more talkative than this. So I apologize if this is more of a boring or maybe it's just a chill stream. We're just here, relaxed. I really could just fall asleep. Appreciate you guys working here with us. Well, with me, because Lord's not here yet, but definitely appreciate it. You don't know it's here right now, but it's fine. Dog in the neighborhood. I'm not doing it. No. Right, I think I actually could just fall asleep on screen. The only reason I snapped out is because of the Reggie yell. Oh no, this is gonna be bad. Alright, I'm gonna need you here to wake me up, buddy. Otherwise, I'm screwed. Shut it. Hurry. Whew. First, I gotta like, I don't know what's going on. If I go right here, I just have to run up to it. Because this lag's gotta like knock it off. Alright. Of course, it's just a camera. Oh, nothing. So crazy to me, man. got ahead of myself. Give me a second. Ugh. Get the position. Up. Oh. Oh, there we go. Ugh. Okay, why am I not? Okay. There we go. I mean, I'm not even here yet. It's crazy. Idiot. Hey, Lord. Well, you're probably deafened for starting your stream. Ooh.
No, I'm here.
Okay. God, I hate summer.
I'm pretty sure it feels the same about you, but and the rest of us as well.
No, because that's not true. If it felt the same way, it would not have had me born during summer. And that should have been a veto. Should have been a winner, baby.
Veto.
Yeah.
Yes, Mother Nature, can we just like kill the heat?
Not kill heat. Postpone your delivery day by like 5 more months.
Then there would be no such thing as summer. It would just skip. It would go immediately to spring.
What, 5 more months just mean? No, wait. God damn, I don't feel like doing math. Hold on.
But it would actually go past spring. I think it would go to winter.
Well, that's what I want. I want winter. I don't want spring. I want winter.
I prefer fall. I hate winter, and I hate summer too.
Give me winter every day of the year in this state.
Look, you could have winter. Winter sucks.
Name me 3 things bad about winter.
It's too cold. I hate it. And I don't like being cold. So you got 3.
You just said the same thing twice. Technically 3 times. You said 2 things and the third thing just reiterated both of it.
Oh, they're both factual, so.
Too cold. I hate it. And I hate it that's too cold. It's what you just friggin' said. Oh, I got my fan to the max, facing my back, and it's still warm in here.
Well, it's nice and cold in my place, so.
Trade places with me.
I guess if I get too cold, I can just simply cover up, and I'll be fine.
Listen, I'm not trying to get like too descriptive on this, but from like the waist up, I got no shirt on. Okay, like I got no clothing.
Well, that's TMI, honestly.
I'm just saying from the shirt. This fan's on my bare back, and it's still warm in here.
Well, maybe you just suck at not being hot.
I do. I'm one pale, pasty, blankety blank. I can't say the real terminology.
Yep. Wash your P's and Q's.
Mm-hmm. I know, I was pushing what frickin'.
I can't wait till Thursday.
I'll do them better. I can't wait till September. Maybe October.
No, I'm not talking about weather. I'm talking
about weather. I know what you're talking about for Thursday. I want to skip that. Therefore, you already have your system, and I get good weather. Want us both to win. Bro, I'm not even kidding. I almost fell asleep on stream, and the only thing that woke me up was hearing the Regigigas cry.
I mean, you could have canceled if you felt that you needed to sleep more.
This isn't just sleep. Like, my thing is, like, it's just too warm. I don't like being this warm. But, like, I'm still able to stream, so it's not like I'm not in the mood to stream. Weather just sucks. I do have to message Lumia because I think I gotta cancel tomorrow. But she's free to do whatever she wants.
Well, I messaged her earlier because, okay, so this is how this went. I played Fortnite with Ghost Chris and Star.
Okay.
We ended at a decent time, so I got out of that. I'm like, I'm still not sleepy enough to sleep yet, so I got on Pal World with Lumion. Stayed on maybe an hour or two. Then I'm like, hey, I'm going to bed. I'll leave the server up if you want to still play. So she got off. I went to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And while I'm at work, I look at Discord.
And she's playing Power Up.
Playing Power World.
I saw the same thing, bro.
How's it going?
Bro, I even messaged her saying to go to bed.
I messaged her like, did you
Hold up,
sleep?
I can't hear you. I'm getting a staticky sound. Oh, it's on me, Hold on. Bro, give me a second. Still cutting out, what the? Yep, it's freeze batteries. Crashing out, I don't care. Going down, that's great. One battery. Two battery. Wow, that's bad sweat.
Smash my controller.
There, let's turn this on. I hear things.
Sorry to hear about that, Matt.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't hear you once I said it. I told her the same thing to go to bed. That's the last thing I heard.
I was responding to my chat.
That's fine.
Yeah, he was saying his brother had half of his finger removed down to the
I'm trying to look at the spreadsheet to see if it shined, because I was too busy messing with my headset.
Well, Matt, I'm sorry that your brother had to lose half of his finger. That's why I'm saying sorry to hear that.
Okay, it's just a regular. That was the longest transition I've ever had to see. Did you like this angle of Spiritomb? How about this angle? Oh, you didn't like the Spiritomb? Here's your character. Now here's this angle of your character. Like, bro, show me the dang Spiritomb. Or the, Regigigas. Let's see if it shined.
Yes, so thinking about it, this is probably the last Switch 1 stream.
Potentially.
We'll see when I get my new system.
No. I'm still saying you won't play Mario Kart with me.
Simple solution. Get Switch 2.
Or you can keep the regular Mario Kart, and then when you decide to stream that, you're like the downgraded version for Sable. See?
We'll see. Depending on I'll put like when I go, I'll give every game except Mario Kart just to see what that ends up in total. And then if I still feel I need a little, if I don't feel I need any more, I'll keep it.
Yay!
Otherwise, it's going bye bye.
No!
Didn't mean to zoom
But
in.
the downgraded version of Sable. We left Sable behind. We had to backtrace.
Am I getting switched to, Matt? Yes, I am.
This is IRL Matt, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Matt from real life.
Wow, what a title to give somebody.
Listen. I have a fan blowing on my back, and I'm not cool enough right now. I don't care. Creative instinct is out the window. That's as creative as it's gonna get.
Wait, you're creative?
You and I both know I am. You make the thumbnails, and I make the content.
I also make your BRB screens.
You made 2!
2.
And one is very situational, which is probably the one that's gonna get used more. Because I actually do think 90% of the times I do a BRB screen, it's because of dinner.
Yeah.
I was like, that's probably gonna get used more. Whenever I'm dealing with like technical issues, I'll pull up a BRB screen. So I never used the other one. It's just the same. Bro, well, oh, you were there when I was building up the BRB screen of food to Blitz. And Lumion just cut right to it. I was like, Lumion, it's called a build-up.
Did he even see it and react to it?
I don't even know if he did, because Lumion spoiled it. Granted, she was annoyed at Pokemon MMO.
Yeah.
But it was like, Lumion, you know how build-ups work.
Am I excited for the 7 Days to Die update? What update?
7 Days to Die. What's going on?
7 Days to Die is a zombie survival game.
Okay. I thought you were about to tell me, like, Switch online services were gonna go down.
No.
Yes. I was like, what in darnation?
Oh, that's a new word I've never heard you say.
Tarnation.
Yeah. That's something that I'd expect some people around here to say, but not you.
Listen, when I'm supposed to be PG, I have to like dig down for other words because I don't want to say the same things over and over again. Because otherwise, we get the monstrosity known as soundboards, such as "Dang it!" So I'm trying not to.
Okay.
So I'm trying not to create another soundboard. Therefore, I have to get creative with different words. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all are jerks. I can't say the word that starts with A because that describes it more perfectly. Just know exactly. Bro, literally yesterday, I didn't even like record anything. Came home, and I went right in my pool. I just did not care. I was like, I'll be behind for a little bit, but I don't care. I might just take. Good.
I didn't even stream yesterday. I didn't really feel like it once I got home.
Well, I never stream on Mondays, but like I said, Monday's like my record day. and I just did not feel like it. And I tell you, when I got out of the pool and all I did was lay down in bed, I laid down. I was done. Summer sucks.
Okay, let's see. What is this update?
Can't name me one good thing about summer. Can't convince me
Finals,
otherwise.
stronger foes. Go Masters.
I ever feel like we've been doing this for so long that we feel like one of us did something wrong? 'Cause I'm getting to that point. Like, did we do everything right? Is there a secret step we don't know about?
Probably.
I want you to know, I'm not going to look into it today. Because I'll have my own Pokemon MMO crash out like you guys did. If I look it up now in this weathering. Because I'm just not in the mood to be annoyed. Like, if I hear we have to do like a time skip type of crap, I promise you I'm setting my Switch to 2027. Like, I just don't care. I don't care, I'm living in the future. I'll either set it to 2027 or I'll set it to the year I was born, 1996. I don't even know if the Switch can ever go to that date.
Did I like Fortnite? It's okay. It's okay. It's actually not as boring as it used to be. Although they did kind of remove all the stuff I had on the game before. I guess after a certain period of time of inactivity, they just remove all of it.
Which is stupid.
Because I had a bunch of like their battle pass stuff and whatever. And, well, that's all gone now. And it does no good to like send them a email or anything to their customer support or whatever, because they're not. Let's be real, they're not going to do anything.
So I want to say thank you for showing us your concern. We apologize in advance for any problems you've had. Please stay with us, and we will try to resolve this conflict.
And then
That goes in the garbage.
Yep.
It goes in the spam folder.
Or they'll come back with like, "Oh, we can't do anything about your account." Actually, we were on it before and after Matt went with the battle passes. So a mix of both.
Hey Laura, I don't know if I even told you. I know you're not like fully interested, but I did set up like a Halo section in my server. I might do a Halo night on Discord.
Well, that's definitely something I can't participate in, as I do not own that game.
And that's it. We'll see how well it goes. If it doesn't do well enough to my low expectations, I could always remove it. I just figured like a Discord night with the people in the servers would be kind of nice. And not just like a movie night, just something where we could like talk, hang out, shoot.
Well, I plan on doing a movie night soon on my server, actually.
So, as much as I want to do a movie night type of thing, I just can't sit there for like let's say 2 hours, right? Let's say a movie's 2 hours. I can't sit there for 2 hours and no one talking. Like, because I get bored easily. And plus, I don't stay on Discord long enough to actually host. So there's just a lot of problems with me doing it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah. You like the shiny, was it hard to get? You talk about Spiritomb, Matt? Depending on which method you're referring. Because if you talk about resets, then no. If you're talking about Pokemon Legends Arceus, then also no.
I like how you said, well, that depends. It's either no or no.
I'm just making it obvious that it was very easy. In
Yeah,
both. Okay.
it's the same
Unless
logic
you're,
as. Good.
unless you're like Lumion, who had a much tougher time than we did.
I know, I think that's what set her over the edge that I got it. But going back to your astound the logic, that's like saying, hey, let's have a coin flip battle. Heads I win, tails you lose. Best of 3.
I'm using your Sable logic. It doesn't make sense, but it doesn't have to.
No, only Sable does Sable logic.
I borrowed it.
Can't borrow Sable logic.
Yeah, I can.
You're not even using it right.
Oh well.
Because Sable logic, you have to defend the answer given. Whether you're right or wrong, you have to defend it with the most obscure logics ever. You gotta come up with the most BS reasons that are still applicable.
I'm still listening. I'm just reading.
Not if I'll let you read your chat.
About the Switch 2, are you worried about the low battery? No, because I play in docked mode. I don't do handheld. And if I do use handheld, it's not long enough for it to actually matter.
Or I tell you when I was. Oh, good. Sorry.
Plus, that's also why you carry a mobile charger with you. And you carry the charge piece that actually works with the Switch. So it doesn't run out of battery. You always have a backup.
But when I was in. Sorry.
I have at least 3 to 4 of the shiny Spiritombs.
So again, no and no.
Yeah, I bet you're mostly looking forward to the GameCube games. That's a part of it, because there will be 2 games in there, no, 3 games that'll be a full blind playthrough. 2 of those are Pokemon games. And one of those is a Zelda game.
Wait, you never played Coliseum or XD?
No. I hope they put Simpsons Hit and Run on there. I really do.
Okay. I think you just broke my heart that you never played Coliseum or XD.
Well, here's the thing. I never knew they existed because I never saw them ever. Even when I went to the game stores, I never saw them because they were never displayed.
Okay. My heart's breaking. Okay, so I'm not gonna spoil the game. I'm just gonna. Yeah, good.
You can blame the game stores, not me.
Yeah, that's fine. So
I played the Pokemon Shadow Lugia game. I don't know which one that is.
that's XD.
Okay, so Matt has played the Shadow Lugia one.
Alright. So this is all I'm gonna say about the game because this doesn't talk about any of the gameplay. So it was technically an outside company made the game. So like Pokemon Home made BDSP.
Yeah.
A different company basically made this game. Like they're the ones that like did the story of it, and like I think that's all they really did. They wrote the story. I think Pokemon worked on the graphics of it. And also, Moondrop,
Makes
welcome
sense.
in. Yep. So, with that in mind, when this outside company made the game, they made it for the people who grew up with the original games. So, you know, like in the originals, like your character is like 10 or 11. In this game, your character is like 17 or so, because that's around the age the fan base would have been at.
Mm.
That's the only thing I'm going to talk about. I just want you to go in with that kind of perception.
See, didn't Banjo-Kazooie 3 come out on GameCube? You mean Nuts and Bolts? No, that travesty of a game did not come out on GameCube.
And Moondrop, I am mentally exhausted.
The Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts game came out on Xbox. I would never, ever in my life touch that game. I would rather lose both of my hands and my legs than touch that game.
That is a lie, because then you can never play a video game again, and your streaming career would be over.
I'm talking about if the choice was play that game or lose limbs, limbs are getting lost.
I was gonna say, if you could just say, lose my left leg, like you could still play video games with a missing leg. If you lose both hands, how do you expect to play a video game?
No, no.
Yeah, say like what, you're gonna use your arm nubs, like that's like saying I'd rather lose my sight. How are you supposed to do things? You can't play a video game with no sight.
But like on a full on, yeah, Nuts and Bolts would never play ever. I'd rather go find like the actual worst rated game and play that.
Okay, if that's the case, then I have a proposition.
I'm not playing that one. I know where you're going. I know where you're going with that.
You said it though. You said.
I said if
You
I
would
had to play, the choice was that
Guys,
game or the worst rated. That's what I
fine.
said.
That's fine. Guys, we're either getting him to play Banjo, Nuts and Bolts, or we're gonna get him to play Balan Wonderworld. Let's do it. I finally get my wish. Over 100 degrees in Boston, am I? I worked in the warehouse and it was mucky feeling. It was awful. I hate it.
I did not mess up, Matt. There's no way that Sable can get me to play a game where if you press this button, it does this action. If you do this one, it does the same action.
Yeah.
That one, it does the same action.
A, B, X, and Y does one action only. A is the jump, B is the jump, X is the jump, Y is the jump.
ET game. There's an ET game.
Oh man, I was walking outside. Bro, the place I work at has a very little shade. Because, like, the sun is positioned at a specific spot. The sun on glass windows in the warm room. Guess why I gotta keep going into that warm room? Because that's the main room. It sucks! Imagine going in and feeling all nice in a cooler. Then you walk out and you feel like crap. That also didn't help. I kept having like flies coming around me because of how warm it was. It was like that. It felt like having a bug zapper around my wrist, just like go. This is zap these little jerks. I know they're not about to make dinner this late. Yeah, I'm not eating. I don't care.
Okay, I'm gonna check this, then I'm gonna have to BRB. And it's not shiny. Go figure. Alright, BRB.
Moondrop, welcome to the Discord. God. Interesting. How? It's a new Discord server. Because it's a new Discord server to join in. Oh. I thought you saw something that, like, caught attention or that you're not useless. Okay. Okay. Well, be right back. Alright. Hold on. Just got a message in. Alright guys, I'll be right back.
Back. For Discord to actually connect. It's connected. Yes, Sable went to eat. Yep, I thought so. I thought so. I'll just keep resetting. Okay. This is honestly going to take probably forever to get a shiny Regigigas. Reset methods are usually the worst. Just look at, if I just reference what I'm doing with Pokemon Shining Pearl, that's feeding into the same thing. But this is full odds, especially since Shiny Charm doesn't affect anything with raids. Shiny Charm only affects Overworld, Question Mark, and the Dynamax Adventures. Everything else, I believe, still stays at full odds. And it's not like the 1 in 300 or the 1 in 100, it's back to the original. Like, you're back to 3,000 and something. I don't know how long Sable's been gone. So it'll be maybe half an hour plus before he comes back. If I had to guess. Hear noises. If anyone is interested, Pokemon Go is doing a Growlithe thing, so all your best chance at a shiny on Go if you're after that. Come on, shiny. Nope, that's regular. Another good thing that the Switch 2 is going to provide is faster loading times. When I hear Scarlet and Violet is so much better with the Switch 2 than it is with Switch 1, I will have to definitely test that out. Regular Regigigas. If I get this while he's away eating, that's gonna be funny. I hear noises every now and then from his side. Nope, that's not it. We're going again. And I know like these resets is not very entertaining, honestly. But I still hope you guys will stick with us on it. Arms, that's not what I'm here for. I don't know if anyone on Sable's side can still hear me. But what is your thoughts on his BRB screen for when he goes to eat? I didn't pay attention. Okay, it's we're gonna Regigigas. That's shiny. Regular. Moving on. also hear noises from his side. Not sure if it means he's on his way back or. The only thing shiny right now is my spirit tomb. Yeah, I hear talking now. Regular Regigigas. Oop, not that. Wrong mode. Wrong thing. I was going too far ahead. again. It's gonna take forever. If I can get this stream, this would be amazing. Really would. Regular, moving on. You know, the stable usually takes 30 minutes to an hour or 3 hours to come back. So you might be waiting a moment or so. Shiny. Nope, that's not it. Telic is picking it up, and so is my stream. All the subtle sounds. He forgot to mute when he went to go on his VRB. Don't know if I should count that as a stable blunder or not. I don't know how many resets I've done. It's a lot at this point. 3 hours worth, a few streams worth. It's a lot. Now you can be shiny. I've seen it happen. Waiting for the moment he comes back, he's like, I'm back. Oop, how did that pick up? Just had to hydrate real quick. Yeah. Oh, he's back.
Yeah. I do feel a little better because I just realized, like, I never technically had a meal today. So it wasn't that I was tired, I was just hangry. Well, first, I kinda had a meal.
Kinda.
Yeah.
What qualifies as kinda?
A chicken sandwich from McDonald's
Okay.
with fries and a water.
I
It
guess that
kind of,
that qualifies, I suppose.
yeah, but like, is it really a meal though?
I wouldn't consider it a meal. I could consider it
Yeah,
such a
you see what I
small
mean?
thing.
But it but they, but McDonald's calls it a meal.
They're allowed to be wrong.
Yeah. Alright, going ahead. This is the most, this is the hobby share. Gotcha, Moon drop. I almost said shine instead of drop. Like, that's definitely the wrong name.
Most definitely.
I got the moon right.
Yeah, but you
And also High
fumbled
Legion.
on the second half.
Listen, it doesn't change the fact I'm still mentally exhausted. But I feel better after I ate. Yeah, it's like the moment I told you, like, I'm not going to dinner. I'm stupid. It's like, shortly after I told you, like, yeah, I'm not getting anything to eat. I'm not eating dinner. And I had to think, like,
You did
when?
it anyway.
No, because here's what happened. I had my own self train of thought, like, wait, when do I ever turn down food? Because the moment I do, everyone gets concerned and worried. I mean, everyone. Even if it's like a free pretzel at work, people look at me like, Art, like, Sable, we're offering you a free pretzel. Do you understand what we are saying? It's like, yes, I just don't want a pretzel.
I didn't realize you not eating was such a big to do.
It is. It's, there's like the Ten Commandments, or not the commandments. Like the unspoken rules, right?
Yeah.
When you know me in person, you will know I never skip food. Like someone has to be dying if I'm not eating. You know what I mean? I know it's taking it to the extreme, but that's a concern people have when I say no to food.
Well, once in a blue moon, things happen.
They do, but it still doesn't stop panic attacks. But anyway, what I was saying was like the moment I told you like I'm not getting anything to eat. I'm not eating dinner. Like when do I ever pass food? What did I eat today? Like peanut butter and jelly at work
Yo, Gus Chris, welcome in.
and McDonald's. I didn't eat anything. Let me go get dinner. That would have been one grumpy Sable at work. Like I'd probably like snap on everyone. And a pissed off Sable is not a good Sable to be around. Because, like, there's this thing called collateral damage. This is like a collateral explosion. Like, everyone gets it. Like, if you're in the area, you're screwed. It's like a collateral grenade. If you're in eyesight, you're done.
I'm doing good, Gus Chris. How about you? Hopefully the heat over where you're at is bearable today.
Yeah, it's me. You know what? My heat to be bearable.
Well, you already explained that it's not, so I'm not gonna ask.
I know, but you could still hope. I just want it to be winter. All I want. I don't think I'm asking for much.
Then you're gonna want some of that warmth.
Absolutely not. I promise you. Lord, I promise you, I would rather chop off both feet before I would ever say I want it to be summer again. I can promise you that. I can even get more descriptive than that if you want me to.
Rather not.
Yeah, so don't ever say I ever want it to be summer.
We'll see.
The only way you'll ever see me want it to be summer is if I'm in Antarctica. The only way you'll ever see me say, I wish it was summer. Antarctica has some beautiful weather from what I've seen from Scooby-Doo. They had like one episode where they were in Antarctica. Beautiful weather. The one thing I learned from that show, where it's like they're with like the geologist expert or whatever, and it's they say, when's the sun ever come out? July. Like until then, it's a forever night. And like later on, they even made a joke about how scary it was during the night. And Shaggy just turns around and is like, yeah, and it's like 3 more months until morning. It's the one thing I learned about Antarctica. And I belong there. I belong there for the weather. But I don't belong there for anything else. The habitat, no. The wildlife, no. They got polar bears out there, man.
And so what we have over here is like grizzlies and stuff.
Okay, but they also have what's like seals, man. Seals are vicious. They'll eat anything, man.
You just simply stay out of their way. Wow. Problem solved.
Okay. I'm actually curious on something. I'll do some research.
I think after stream, I'm going to start looking through all my save data, and whatever I don't want, I'm just going to delete it. So when I transfer stuff over, all of the stuff I don't want does not come over.
Antarctica. Human population. The population of the entire continent of Antarctica, according to AI, is about 5,000. It's primarily consisting of scientists and research station staff. But in the winter, it goes down to 1,000 people. I don't even want to look at the temperatures. Too scared. I'm expecting like negative 40.
You say you belong there, but you're scared to look at
I belong there for the fact that it's a guaranteed cold. And it's nighttime. Like, say what you want about this next statement, but I hate the sun.
Well, here's the thing. You would never, like, wake up. You'd wake up, oh, it's still dark outside. I'm going back to sleep.
Exactly. I don't see the problem.
Over and over again.
Not over and over again. Eventually I'm going to be like, dang. I've been asleep for 24 hours.
And isn't too much sleep a bad thing as well? Or is it lack of? I think it's definitely lack of.
It's
I don't
both.
know if you can sleep too much.
You can. Because if you sleep too much, your body's not getting the, what's it called? Like the movement and stuff. There's scientific words I'm forgetting to say, and I apologize for that. But if you basically slouch around all day, your body's not getting the like exercise that it needs. Because while yes, your body needs to rest, your body also needs to exercise to counterbalance it. So if all you're doing is resting, your body doesn't get. Your body just gets lump. How many times have you guys like overslept on a day off, granted? So like there's no adrenaline to like rush you to get up. But if you oversleep on a day off and you just try to get out of bed and you like wobble a bit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's.
I don't think I've experienced that because I usually just
Yeah.
I consistently move anyway.
Or do you toss and turn in your sleep?
Yeah.
That might be a
So
different issue.
I'm consistently moving anyway. I think that's part of having ADHD. I
Mm,
think the consistent need to move.
gotcha. Because, what was it? I mean, honestly, I'm kind of the same way. I just know there have been a few nights where, like, I'm on one side of my bed. The next morning, I'm on the other side. And I kid you not, I don't know how this happened. But, so, one night my head was on the, like, headboard and stuff. Feet were at the foot of the bed. I kid you not, the next morning, my head was at the foot of the bed and my feet were at the headboard. I just looked up and I was like, what did I do? Because you know, there were
Yeah,
so many situations that went in my head like, did I go out drinking and not remember? What happened?
I have a unique setup with my bed. I have like one of those very long pillows, not like a body pillow, but it's half the size of one. I
Okay.
have that going across one side of the bed, like the side section, and then I have my regular pillows at the headboard. So it doesn't matter which way I fall asleep, I have pillows and my blankets right there. So no
So
matter which way I'm sleeping, it's good.
me and you are about to agree on something because I read this story. Well, I shouldn't say I read the story. Like a video where they were reading like a Reddit thread, and it was like, when did you realize like your partner was going like crazy or whatever? And one person
Huh?
said when their bed was not touching any walls. Like, because you know, like the headboard's always on the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
there's
that's what
none. It
mine
was just
is.
planted in the middle of the room. Just nope, no walk. Not even like the sides were connected. It was just in the middle of the room. I was like, you
For
are a psycho.
I mean, for my bed, it's not fully connected to the wall, but the headboard is on the wall.
Yeah. Well, not. I'm not saying like connected, like it's like glued there, or if it's like touching,
But
but it's
it's
against
got to
the
be at
wall.
least close enough.
Yeah.
Got to be at least close enough to it.
Like I already want you to know, like I'm already planning on like moving my bed strictly to the corner of the room because that's just so much space I'm looking at that's not being used. It's like I hate that. I need to take a vacation from work, bro. When my boss comes back from vacation, I gotta have a serious talk with him.
I wish
Nothing
I could
like
take a vacation, but I don't get paid vacation, so I can't afford to do so.
permission to curse freely one time, one
No,
curse word.
no.
Start. It has the letter S in it.
If it's the one I'm thinking of, Lumion uses it a lot, even when we're streaming, so I think it's probably fine.
Okay, that's some bullshit. On a side note, at least I asked permission first, because I couldn't think of a PG word for it. Couldn't think that's stupid. Like that doesn't fit.
You could have just said bullcrap.
Yeah, but like it doesn't feel right. Like how many times have you heard Lumian go like "son of a biscuit"? And every time
A
she
lot.
says it, it irks me, and it shouldn't. I'm like, just say the word. Say it. Say it. Like she's getting like credit 3 times in a row by a move that shouldn't even be hitting her. Like, oh, son of a biscuit. Listen, you bootleg Caillou, I don't want to hear this PG stuff anymore. Just curse.
Well, that's what happens when you're PG channel. You don't. You don't swear.
Well, just get the sensor thing. Like, just have like a little button on the side where you just press it and it just goes. Like, oh, son of a. Like, I need to get one of those just for me when I'm with you guys. Because there are so many times, like, when I'm using a controller, I'm only using, like, one hand the entire time. Only when streaming. If I'm playing an actual game, like, off stream, I'm like, I have both hands on the controller like a normal person. But streaming, I literally just use my thumb for most of the buttons because I just use the same buttons over and over again.
Ghost Chris says, oh yeah, just add a bleep on a stream.
Yeah. Just like a bleep button. So it's activated by the bleep. Like if I change my keyboard and it's like the enter button is my bleep. It's like, oh listen here, you piece of bleep. I will bleep it, bleep, bleep. And then when I'm done, you can go bleep yourself. And I think it's a great idea.
Well, if I ever intended to swear on my channel, maybe I would take that advice, but I don't
Oh,
have any.
I have an idea.
Of doing...
So, Lord, if you ever decide, because I know we had this conversation, like, if YouTube tries to shut our channels down, and we said we're just going to start back up with the name change, are you going to be a non-PG streamer at that point? If you had to, like, rebrand altogether? Really?
No.
Really? Huh.
I'd stick to what I am currently.
A piece of bleep? But But I left. But I left. I can't even say the quote that was in my head when you spammed the what twice. Like, you've heard of the show Tosh.0, right?
No.
Okay, then never mind, you wouldn't get it. Because there was this popular... I say popular because it was, like, over 1 million views of this one, like, song. And again, I can't say what the lyric of the song was, but as soon as you say what, it makes me think of the following line. I'm gonna have to show you the song. So I can't even finish the quote, because you're gonna just, if I ever say this quote to you, you're just gonna look at it and be like, okay. Yeah, okay. Gotta find that song. But, what were we talking about before?
That beats me.
Right? Chad, help us. Mainly me.
Yeah, mainly say we'll need all the help you can get.
I know, right? Oh yeah, it was about work. So the friend that got me a job, he put in his notice and stuff, and from what he said, his like hourly wage is like capped out, so he was at the max for like years and years. And if he would have known that, he would have left sooner. The problem is, if that's true, I'm only $1 an hour away from being at the max. So I gotta figure out if that's true. Because if it is, I want to know what choices I have as far as moving up in the company. Because if I'm going to be at the max, like, granted, it might be by April of next year that I get the next raise. Maybe sooner than that, like January or something. But again, if that's what it is, the following year I won't get a raise. Like, that's concerning to me. And I like the job I'm at. Like, even though today sucked, it only sucked because of the weather. The work didn't suck itself, you know? I still like this job. But I gotta look for the future as well. So it's like, I gotta make decisions now. So,
I don't necessarily like the work I do, but it pays good, so that's the only reason I tolerate it. Plus, the GM that I have an issue with, from time to time, more than not, she's gonna be leaving next month, so that's good.
means you can
Move
call
away
out
from
more.
her.
I know, I'm a horrible
I
advice.
wouldn't go that far.
Fine. When I say more, I mean like whatever your personal max is. Let me rephrase my statement. You can call out without worries of retaliation.
That's a much better way of putting it. There you go.
Yeah.
Almost restarted without going into the den.
Or damn many times I almost restarted before even opening the game. Like, you know when you get to that loading screen where it makes like the opening intro?
Yeah.
You know how many times I hit the home button on that?
Probably too many to count.
I know. It's like, when I look at it, it's like, oh wait, I didn't do that yet. Bro, this is how like annoyed or hangry I was. When I did the first reset, I closed the game and then put Switch on sleep mode.
Okay.
The first one, I was like, why did I do that?
And that'll do you.
Yeah, it's literally the first thing I did. Oh, between that and I fast traveled to the den, never saved, and I was about to open up the den. I was like, wait, I need to save first. They even said, like, the only thing I'm prepared on right now is not the curse on stream. That's the only thing I'm prepared with. Hey, you guys gotta give me credit. I do really good for not cursing on stream. That was worse before.
Worse before, yeah.
I was. I got a lot better. I'm not more PG than you guys on your streams.
Definitely not.
Fine, I'm more PG than Lumia. On Lumia streams.
Alright, I'll meet you in the middle on that one.
So I said you guys, meaning plural, so I like included everyone.
I think I've slipped up like twice.
I only slipped up like 3 times.
2 or 3 times in one stream.
Well, because slip up implies accident, and there were times I cursed without it being an accident. I still think my favorite, like, accidental one was on Let's Go. I don't even know if you were... I know you weren't on call, but I don't know if you were in chat. We were going over Lumion's, like, team. She had the shiny Paris. And I said, I guess you can have this useless blanking thing. And I did not say blanking. I said the full word. Like, I genuinely hated this thing. I still do. Like, I can't even be mad at you being, like, annoyed at a Cub shoe anymore. Because now it's like, I get it. We hate Pokemon for different reasons, but we still hate a Pokemon.
Yeah, as far as a Cubchoo is concerned, that thing can burn.
I feel the same way about a Paris. And it's funny, because they both lose the fire. It's just mine super loses. Same think I even told you one day I wanted to do like a stream where I just go and kill Paris. Hey, Legion. Like, that's all I would do. Just go to the place, kill every Paris I see, and then just leave. I'm still tempted on doing that.
I think that's what I almost exactly what I did when I was playing with Lumi and Chep on the randomized Sapphire game. I ran into Kachu every time I ran into a Kachu, I could not pass it up or run away from it. I needed to destroy it.
Like, a Pokemon just has to die, right? Like, if Electrode's sole purpose is to explode, why can't, like, Paris's sole purpose is to be burned, you know? Or scorched. You know what I mean? I was telling a friend, this was like years ago, as I said, the only thing Fortress is good for is to explode. Like, that's not a nice thing to say about Fortress. I was like, okay, name me one bug-type move it can learn. God, name me the bug-type move the bug-type can know. Name one. And he started naming the bug moves he knew of, just not the ones a Fortress could know. Like, can I learn X-Scissor? No. Can it learn like you take that back, Fortress is best way. Legion, hear me out. If you can name me 4 good moves on a Fortress, and you cannot use self-destruct or explosion, I would love to hear this. It can be your favorite, but its sole purpose is still to die.
There you go again, Sable. Insulting people's favorite Pokemon.
Listen, y'all can talk bad about a Sableye all you want. I'm not afraid of her backlash. Matter of fact, I welcome it. Kind of thrive on it, honestly. But good, name me 4 moves a Fortress can know that are good, and you cannot use explosion or self-destruct.
Why'd you up the number? You said 3 at first. Now it's
No,
4?
I said 4. I said 4 the first time. Because the reason I said 4 is because a Pokemon can know up to 4 moves.
Well, duh.
Yeah, so if you can name me the 4 moves of a Fortress that is not explosion or self-destruct, then I'll be glad to take it back. And I need to see actual moves it can know. So I don't want to see randomly pull out, like, oh, maybe a Fortress can use Flare Blitz. Like, no! Hydro Pump. You can't know that. Like, no. Real moves it can know. Because it even has the ability Sturdy, so it guarantees live on 1. So it can go boom. Like, listen, my favorite Pokemon's Sableye, and Sableye has one of the worst abilities I've ever seen in a Pokemon game. Like, the ability Stall has no purpose whatsoever. It's got no true benefit. You automatically go last. It's like, that never helps.
Would a Quick Law even counter the ability?
It might. Oh, wait. Yes, a Quick Claw does counter it. But at that point, why do you have Stall when they have Keen Eye and Prankster? Okay, Legion gave me a list of moves. I said 4. Bug Bite's a very strange pull to use. Big Light Prankster. No, it is amazing. But however, if you have a different Sableye, it's not good. You can't tell me Kenai has its... Well, not Kenai. You can't tell me Stall has an amazing quality to it. And Kenai is super situational. And Lord, in case you don't know what Kenai does, is you can never lower my accuracy. That's all it is. So if you want to use Mud Slap to lower it, all you're doing is just slapping me with mud with no side effects. But... Okay, so let's see. Okay, Bug Buzz, I'll give you. Protect, Iron Head, and Bug Buzz. I guess Lunch would be fine. I can't see Magnet Rise. Because that's to avoid getting hit by ground moves, and a Fortress isn't super affected by ground type. Because Bug resists ground.
Hopefully you can't hear that noise.
What noise?
Okay, good. You can't hear it.
Okay, but Legion, Bug resists ground. Therefore, Earth, like ground type damage is neutral. I'm giving you the Bug Buzz and Iron Head and Lunge. The only reason I would have Protect is if it's like the double battles. I mean, I guess Iron Defense is okay. You're not going to try to defend Struggle Bug. Because, like, what if you're fighting a, trying to think of a good physical fire type Pokemon. Obviously, if it's fire, you're not staying in, but, yeah, but, like, lowering special attack, what if I'm fighting a physical attacker? Like a Poliwrath. Fortress versus Poliwrath Struggle Bug's not going to make a difference. Hmm.
Yeah, that was weird.
That's why you have Iron Defense. You're gonna go with Struggle Bug or Iron Defense, Bug Buzz, and Iron Head. I don't know. I still go by my statement that its sole purpose is to die. So I just don't see a neutral fight of a Fortress versing something and winning. Notice I said neutral fighting. Sure, if you're fighting like an Alakazam, yeah, you have a shot. Because Bug beats Psychic. And Steel resists Psychic. But correctly, Fortress has a defensive. Good luck using physical moves. That's all I'm saying. Legion, I promise you. You build your best Fortress, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get a Poliwrath. 1-on-1. Poliwrath learned Fire Punch. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I was about to say, I know that you're not asking what a Pokemon can learn.
It was also more of a joke of super effectiveness, even though it can't even know Fire Punch. It can know Ice Punch. let us see. Mm-hmm. And I know I'm right. Pokemon knowledge is one of my strong suits. I'm actually good with the knowledge of Pokemon. Especially if it's a super effective chart, I win. I'll win that quiz show every time. And will the stupid Fortress just shine? Or Fortress. Will the stupid Regigigas just shine?
Sable Blunder.
No, we were talking about Fortress. Replace Magnarize with Heavy Slam. Legion, I've been saying that Fortress is not super affected by ground this whole time. If I said Magnarize is not a good pull for a move. Okay. Heavy Slam, I'll give you. Heavy, because Fortress is one heavy Pokemon. I will give you Heavy Slam. I will take that with honor. I will say I'm wrong with that part. Lord, I think I might have told you this during Soul Link, but did I tell you about the an encounter that killed my favorite Pokemon of the team?
No.
I feel like I did, but it was the encounter was a Bronzong, and I sent out my Frostlass, freshly evolved Frostlass too. I think I had it for like 30 minutes. Because in my head, it's like, yes, Steel beats Ice. I know that, but I couldn't picture a Steel move this thing would have. I just couldn't think of it. And so, I used my Ghost type super effective move to put it in the yellow. When I tell you Bronzong pulled out Heavy Slam, and Lord, if you don't know, Heavy Slam is one of those moves that does more damage if you're heavier than your opponent. Bronzong, heavy. Frostlass, feather. I got one shot at. There was no chance I was ever gonna live that. And the friend I was on a call with for that Soul Link me and him did, he scolded me. He's like, "Did you really just send out an Ice type to fight a Steel type?" Like, no, I sent out a Ghost to fight a Psychic. Sable. Yeah. What type is Frostlass? Ghost. And it's a Ghost type.
You forgot Frostlass as a dual type?
No, I was just arguing a stupid point. Like, what type is Bronzong? It's Psychic. And who cares? It's Ghost versus Psychic. I win. But did you win? No, it cheated.
Of course.
You know what the slap in the face was? The fact that the Bronzong got a crit. But I promise you that crit did not matter. Because the moment I saw the move, I was like, oh. And I even told him, like, I hope you weren't too fond of him. Like, dude, we just evolved him. Yeah, what did you lose it to? Bronzong. You're an Ice type. Like, yeah, but I'm also Ghost. I just would not let go of that Ghost for a Psychic.
Yeah, I can see it.
You can see, yeah. See, you see, I'm in the right.
No.
Ghost beats Psychic.
Who said that?
But Ghost beats Psychic. Listen, Heavy Slam's one of those, like, newer moves, you know? Can't really know too much. It's only been out since, like, what, Gen 5 or 6? It's one of the newer moves. Okay, but Legion, here's the question I gotta ask. Is a fortress attack that good? You know, turn my fortress is on. I got no self destruction on my fortress. Okay, well now I gotta make a fortress. Or a Poliwrath. Son of a Bisharp. Your fortress versus my Charizard. Or yeah, your fortress versus my Blaziken. I win. Steel Fortress has Zap Cannon. Now you're just adding moves. Fine, if you're doing that, I'm bringing in camera up. Now your Zap Cannon's useless, and I resist your bug and steel moves. I win. Yeah, but a camera up makes it neutral. Because even though rock beats fire, ground resists rock. So camera up wins. Right. Well, I have bright powder, so you miss.
I feel like this conversation could go on forever.
It could. Listen, I'll argue BS strategies. I'm also the type of guy that tries to make an advantage from hitting his own Pokemon. Because it my one strategy is with a Pissimian and a Mudsdale. So if I change Mudsdale to a Fighting Terra type, and I have my Pissimian use Beat Up on my Mudsdale, it's such resisted damage, but Mudsdale has to have the ability Stamina. So each time it gets hit, its defense stat goes up by 1. And in VGC, in a double battle, it would hit 4 times. That means Mudsdale's defense would be at +4. There's a fighting type move called Body Press, where the higher your defense stat, the stronger this move is. So I'd be attacking myself, dealing very minimal damage, but I would be dealing a lot of damage to the opponent. Because I'm smart like that. I think that someone told me, like, the strategy I created someone found a way to make it better. They changed out what's it called? They swapped the Mudsteel for an Archlodon with the same move, but I don't think they changed the Terra. I think they just kept it. But they replaced Pissimian with Mousehold. Because Mousehold has the signature move, Population Bomb, where it can hit up to 10 times. But there's an item that makes it guaranteed to hit 10 times. Like, that's stupid. Why would you hit it an additional 4 times? Like, it's already at +6. Now you're just dealing extra damage on nothing. Your fortress is ready for my Poliwrath. Man, I gotta go get a Poliwrath. What game are we doing in this, Legion? It would have to be this game, right? Wait. Where do you get Fortress?
Scarlet and Violet.
Am I just being stupid? Yeah, I'm being stupid. I couldn't think of a Fortress in any game. I'm like, wait, where do you get Fortress at?
Yeah, you can get it in Scarlet and Violet. It's in the game.
But this is how much I like that game. I forgot Fortress was in it. And I have a shiny Fortress. I completely forgot about it. I was like, yeah, the area where there's like the Heracross, there's Saucebuck, Sudowoodo, Toad School. Like, there's no. Oh, there is a Fortress there. Okay, so I gotta go get a Poliwrath. Man, I gotta work.
That's what happens when your mouth opens and you need to put your foot in it and swallow.
No. I just don't care about Scarlet and Violet that much. Like, the only reason
You weren't complaining about Scarlet and Violet just now. You were complaining about, I have to do work. Well, if you wouldn't have to, if you wouldn't open your mouth, put your foot in it, and proceed to swallow.
Oh no, I'm not regretting my statement. I'm just the fact I gotta go catch a Poliwrath.
Real question is, why don't you already have one?
Because I probably released it because I didn't really want one anymore. Dude, I literally cleared up so many boxes to do Masuda hunting. I was like, I don't need you, I don't need you, I don't need you, I don't need you. I mean, for all I know, I probably do have a Poliwrath. Fine, Legion, no terastallization. I promise. Okay.
There's treachery afoot.
Well, no, I could easily... If I terastallize, that's an immediate loss. Oh, it's like this one person from work. And I've told you stories about this guy. The complaining driver. So, every now and again, he makes this statement. I used to do the such and such route by myself. And so I just look at him like, good for you. Because that's the route I do now. So he's just saying it to get to make everyone try to feel like he should be praised for how good he is. And I was like, oh, good for you. It's like, oh, shut up, dude. I could run laps around you on that route. Like, I would love to see that. Because now I'm just antagonizing him. And, well, so I either have asthma or I'm just out of shape. It's one of the two. Because I breathe heavily after, like, the third stop. I'm thinking it's asthma, but my whole life everyone told me I'm just out of shape. Neither here nor there. So, he made the statement about, it's like, yeah, don't worry, by like the second stop, you're going to be breathing heavily on me. I know it. And granted, this dude's a 64-year-old man. And I just turned and was like, dude, every week you always complain how your leg's killing you, your neck's killing you, you can't make quick turns because your back's hurt. I give you 2 stops before you even complain about that. That's another thing. If we ever do this, first one to complain automatically loses. Because at that point, I win. He did not like that at all. That's probably the only work story I'm actually allowed to share for stream. And what do you mean not necessarily Legion? Wait, Lord, you're off tomorrow and the next day?
Yeah.
Nice.
So that means I'll be on Thursday. I'm waking up at 9. So I can I'm waking up at 10. So I can leave the house by 10:30 and wait outside of the game store to wait for it to open.
You might want to get there sooner.
I
You might
know
not be
time.
the only person in line. People camp
Nobody
out
else.
there.
Nobody else is gonna do that. I know better. I know my area, and I know how people actually work, and they're not gonna do that.
Just make sure they don't staple a receipt to your box.
The only place, the only place I've ever seen like people camp out at is like a Walmart. Other than that, that and a Best Buy,
I could picture a Best Buy.
but that's about it.
But GameStop, it's known for its games.
Nobody's gonna wait outside of a GameStop like that unless it's a midnight release. All I can tell you is when I go there and they do have the one I'm wanting, the bundle with World in it. Depending on how much, you better hope like it's good enough with some of the games I traded that I keep deluxe.
Well, obviously you're gonna keep the luck. That way you can say we had to leave Sale behind, so he's catching up now.
Not necessarily. If I don't think it's good enough, I'm gonna get rid of that too.
But
I would say I would get rid of my Switch One to them, but then I'd have to bring the dock and the wires.
and wouldn't you
And
have to? Oh, you already have your stuff saved to the cloud first, right?
anything that can be saved to the cloud, yes, and anything else, I have an SD card,
Gotcha.
which I'm gonna need to move a lot of stuff off the SD and into the system data because I don't think you could transfer data from your card to a system that doesn't have a card in it.
Hmm. Now you don't want to lose all that work if you're trading in your Switch One.
Well, the Switch One is not getting traded in.
Then what's the problem?
The problem is getting the data from the first one to the second one. Pay attention. You'll learn something.
But if you're not getting rid of your Switch One, you don't have to worry about transferring over. You can still play your Switch One and get its money's worth still. Everlast.
The Switch One has already gotten its money's worth.
Yeah, but now you can get its money's investment worth.
I want to kick you.
Thor's coming to New Jersey!
Not likely.
I want you to know I told a different driver how in the friend group everyone just wants to hit me. And I just turn around like, oh, they're coming to New Jersey. And the driver just looked at me like, no one's ever gonna come down here just to hit you. All they gotta do is reach out to one of us and we'll do it for them.
Okay, put me in contact with one of these people immediately.
Absolutely not. I'm not that dumb.
Actually, wait, I just thought of something. One of your, doesn't that one friend that comes to your stream, doesn't he work with you?
He does.
Okay, I'll ask him.
You don't know what his name is.
I've heard you say his name many a time. And if not, I can just go look at any stream that we've done together that he's appeared in.
I want you to know he's only appeared in one stream.
I'll go digging for that.
Okay, what's his name? What's his name?
Didn't I just say I would go digging for it?
What?
Did I say that?
But I stream like 5 days a week, so I mean, you would have to go through a lot of streams.
I'll do that. I'll just search everything.
Dude, what if I just make a public announcement? What if I don't make a video on it? What if I just say it during a stream? You know? I like that idea better. Legion says if he wins, I have to make a video about how awesome a fortress is. How about during a stream I do a speech?
Nah, Legion wants a video.
I'm gonna... No, because then think about it. Like, because if I do it during a stream, you can have it as a clip.
But if you as a video, you could just, if you have a premium, you could just download it. But you could also just click the, so you'd have the video. So there you go.
I'll make a video and send it. I'm not posting it. I'll send it to you. I'm not putting that in my algorithm.
Oh, now you're gonna break rules. Okay.
First off, these are conditions. These are not rules. This is like a this is a bet.
You're gonna
part of a
go
bet.
back on your bet. Wow.
First off, I didn't make this bet. I'm not agreeing to this at all. Gotta post it. The answer is no. I said I'll say it on a stream. I'll say it live. Oh, the first thing I talk about. Afraid you'll lose? No, I just don't feel like making that video. I don't feel like making it. Because, again, just think like this. I got like 4 videos to make tomorrow. And soon I'm going to be adding more workload, so I'm going to be like burnt out from recordings. Even if it is going to be like a 30-second video. Because all it's going to be like, so Fortress can beat a Poliwrath. Ooh. Fine. I'll clip it if I want. There you go. Like I said, it'll be the first thing I talk about, so it's not going to be like a hidden thing. But if I win, you got to give me $1,000. What? Afraid? You know what, Legion? I got a better one. Because I think money's tight for you. Lord, if I win, you gotta give me $1,000 on Legion's behalf.
No.
$1,000 in Monopoly money. Absolutely not. That's my street money.
I'll go to my computer, hook up a printer, and then print you like images of money, and then give you that.
That's illegal. That's called counterfeit.
No, it's not. Nope, because it's not printed money. It's just pictures of money.
You know what you should really just do? Just be that guy. Like, you don't have to have your face in it, but if you have a picture of you holding a dollar bill, it only shows you from, like, the neck down to the waist, holding the dollar. Be like $1, $2, and just send me 1,000 of those.
Just send you 1,000 pictures of the same picture.
Well, actually, I was thinking like 999, and for the 1,000th one, it's you having your middle finger up. 1,000.
That's a lot of effort. It really
It
is.
is. I know, because then I gotta give you a mailing address for me to pick it up. Dude, my hair is all sweaty. Sucks. It's surprising how much food actually changes your mood. When I was on this call earlier before dinner, I wasn't talking. I was grumpy. Now back to my antagonizing self. I bet Lord's wishing I still didn't eat.
Actually, nothing you're saying is bothering me, so.
I know. Listen, it's called a joke.
Oh, it's a Sable thing. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
The fact that you just went
There's
along with.
there was one guy I used to work with that, not really work with, I like socialized with at Walmart. And the one day we were all on a break together, and I was just outside. And if you guys know Sable enough, you know he is the instigator. 400% the instigator. So I did what any Sable does. I instigated. And the guy just turned, looked at everyone else. Like, I used to like this guy. He used to be nice. And then he just started talking. And I just don't like him anymore.
He was a great guy until his mouth opened.
Yeah. If he doesn't talk, he's nice. If he talks, you're just gonna want to hit him. Like, that sounds about right. Alright, and Sable FYI, in the first month, Black Tube, it had a 65% win-loss record. Well, how many battles did you do? You can't just tell me this, the percentage without the battle. It's like, because if you had 3 battles, it only won 2 out of 3, basically. Over 100. That's still close to 50. It's closer to 50 than it is, 100. What's the number I want? 80. An 80% victory is better. And maybe I should check the den before I reset. That'd be smart.
Yeah, that would be.
Maybe I was just getting ready for it to not be it, you know? But bro, this thing with work about, like, my future slash career thing is, it's kind of weighing on me a little bit. Cause I'm gonna have to wait until Thursday when he comes back from vacation. I'm gonna have to pull him aside, like, first thing in the morning, and it's gonna be weird. You said over 100. That could be 300 battles. I didn't say you're a specific number. But I still lost 35 times. It's close to a 50-50. Like, if you would have told me 80%, I'll be like, okay, then I take it back. I said close. Even though I do feel a lot better after eating, I still feel a little tired. So I think like 9:20 my time, I'm gonna end stream for me. Because how long have you been streaming for, Lord?
Almost 2 hours and 30 minutes.
You're almost at the 2:30 mark. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So you're more welcome. Obviously, I can't. I'm not trying to control your stream stuff. I'm just saying that that's when I'm going to end. Because I already feel like I'm going to go to sleep soon again. It's almost like the other day when we were on a call and I almost like actually passed out on the computer. Like, I need to go.
I'm probably going to end at the 2:30 mark with this.
Huh.
Probably go back to shiny hunting Lunala after.
They were going to go to sleep. And maybe get a good lucid dream. Have you ever had a lucid dream?
No, I don't really dream, so.
It's fun when you have a lucid one. Folks, there have been times I woke up at 2 a.m. Like, oh no, we're finishing this story. Back to sleep. And it could be the most obscure one.
Okay, this is going to be my last trick.
Legion, the only way stall is good is two things. One, if you use skill swap to set up on Pokemon you know you're going to outspeed because of it. The other one is if you have, I believe, payback. Those are the only two instances. You're not going to tell me otherwise. Because I'm not going to lie, that was kind of one of the ways I did a battle with Lumion. Because, again, I was antagonizing, like, oh, I can definitely beat 6 EVs. That's not a problem. One Sableye against 6 EVs? I got that in the bag. I changed the Sableye's Terra type to fighting. In the first turn I did, I used skill swap, and I was hoping for the right ability. Because, again, I was stall. And so, I got the best ability ever, which was adaptability, which gives you an extra boost on the same type attack bonus. And I had Drain Punch. So any damaging move that Eevee did to me that first turn, I gained my health back and I was just getting stronger and stronger. It's great. And even Lumia just turned around and was like, he's one-shotting me every turn. This is ridiculous. I cannot win this. Like, yeah. Lumion helped me beat her. I really don't like. But oh, I never told you this, and I gotta tell this to Lumion next time me and her are ever on a call. I told you about how I made the statement as a joke that me and Lumion should like form a band or make a song. and what our like group name would have been. I had a lucid dream where me and her actually made a song. And just know, in Sable's dream, we were in the top 10 of Billboard. We made a hit. And then it ended with like Sable being offered a record deal, but only if he went solo. So he tore up the contract and said, "I'm not leaving my friends behind." And stupid enough, we made a country song. It's like, out of all the genres, that's what we did? Okay, sure. That method won't work on your Eevee. Yeah, because I told you what the plan was, but I know Lumion's not smart enough to go Psychic Terra. And Sword Power is kind of horrible if you don't have any stat boosts. Because my backup plan was with Shadow Claw and Poison Jab. In case she did go with either Fairy or Psychic types. In case someone helped her with it. I'm telling you, Lumion, you said she's not. Legion, I've said that to her face! Look. Legion said he's gonna tell Lumion that I said she's not smart. Have I said that to her before?
Yeah, and she's also said herself that she's not smart.
Yeah. Like, every time I tell her, like, Lumion, you're not good at this. She turns around and just goes, "Shut up! You're not good at this either." It's like, I know. It's like, what was it? The one comedian who has this thing, like, just because you haven't experienced something like that doesn't mean you can't tell something that's, like, fundamentally wrong. It's like, because I never flew a helicopter before. So what? If I saw one on a tree, I could still be like, dude screwed up. Let's see. Oh my god, that's not shiny. That's so crazy.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Not shiny, who knew?
Yep. I'm still mad about the one day when we were doing that soft reset for the shiny Spiritomb in Scarlet Violet.
Mm-hmm.
And I woke up in like 3 hours after we ended. I just looked at Discord for some reason the first thing. And Lumion just messages me, "I got it!" Keep in mind, there was a lot of context clues to say it was fake. First off, it was a level 1. Second off, it was not in a Master Ball. And third off, apparently it had a trademark saying it came from a different game. But I was like, "Hey, congrats." And that's when he told me, like, "You know we're only joking with you, right?" Like, wait, we still gotta do this hunt? I woke up in the middle of the night for this? Like, well, we thought you would have noticed. I just came from a 3-hour nap. You think I'm paying attention to subtle clues? All you did was show me a shiny Spiritomb and I got happy for you. I was ready to be done. Lord, I wish you would have been there today. We were doing like the Eevee outbreak. Because I think you actually would have laughed at that moment. where it took me 4 sandwiches to get 1 shiny Eevee. And I didn't even get the shiny Eevee yet at this point. I think I was on like sandwich number 3 going on number 4. Like my 3rd sandwich is about to end. Lumion just turns around like, man, this sucks. I'm only getting 1 shiny a sandwich. And I just turn around like, wow, I could not imagine going through something that horrible right now. You imagine someone not getting any shinies and they're about to go on sandwich number 4? Crazy. Man, now I gotta go build a dang Poliwrath.
No, that's entirely your fault, actually.
How was I supposed to know I was supposed to build a Poliwrath? And how was I supposed to know Fortress was someone's favorite? It's a fortress.
And somebody's gotta like it.
I swear to you, if I find someone who actually likes a Delcatty, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Lumion.
Fine. If someone actually likes a Spinda,
I believe Lumion again.
there's no way Lumion likes Spinda.
You'd probably be surprised, I guess.
Okay, what about Love Disc?
I don't know anybody who likes that.
Thank you.
I'm like, I know I don't.
I gotta find some Pokemon we all just collectively say we don't necessarily like. Not that we hate, we just don't like it. Alright, I think I'll do just one more reset, then I'll call it a stream.
I mean, I already ended mine, so.
I did not know that.
I told y'all in mine at the 2 hours and 30-minute mark.
I thought you said you were coming up on it. Coming up could have been like 10 minutes later.
Shows what happens when you don't listen.
Shows what happens when you don't specify. You said 2 hour and 30-minute mark. You didn't tell me how far you were into that. How close you were. Could have been an hour and 20 minutes in your stream for all I know.
Yeah, you should just listen better.
How are you blaming me when you didn't communicate? Alright, well, that's gonna do it for the stream, guys. Thank you to everyone that was hanging out. I may or may not be live tomorrow. We shall see how I feel. This is going to be a long, exhausting day. Because I cannot imagine the summer ever having a cool day. I can't. But I hope to see everyone tomorrow. I will not be live Thursday or Friday. And hopefully I'll have some videos out for the weekend. Bye. I'm going right to bed, Legion.